My name is Matt. I'm currently active duty military, and I met David on biggerpockets.com, where I was reaching out for some information on the forums about multiple member LLCs, series LLCs, the strengths and weaknesses. He reached out to me to dispel some misinformation that was being represented, and then that ended up in a conversation back and forth over a few days, maybe a week or so, and then that sparked a phone conversation. And it was at that point and subsequent phone calls that I started to really appreciate David's style and how genuine he was. So I had just come off a very frustrating business venture that failed, and in which I dealt with a lot of dishonest, shady, corrupt individuals in all facets of business, whether that was lawyers or you know, agencies that were representing landlords and other businesses. I was just not impressed. And David was a breath of fresh air, and I really appreciated that. Additionally, he was very responsive to my phone calls and emails, and I weigh that pretty heavily on who I do business with. David ultimately helped me come up with and put into place an asset protection strategy for multiple residential real estate that I have around the country. And the other bigger thing that he did really for me was educate me and put into place a trust for my family. And that was all kind of tied in together. And he really just kind of put it down, dumbed it down for me to where I understood it. And then at that point, it was just a matter of putting those little legwork here, little paperwork there, but it was nothing too complicated at that point. I obviously would highly recommend David for some of the things I mentioned previously. He's trustworthy. He's knowledgeable at what he does. He stays in contact with you. He's humble and he's easy to talk with. So I know I'm going to get wise counsel, and I consider David a friend, not only a friend in addition to as a business colleague. So highly recommend David.